All right, guys, welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. We're going to go over the card here real quick. We've got a four-way United States Championship title match to start off the show. So if that's starting it, we're going to have a hell of a show. Shawn Michaels defending the title. Rivalry match between the Usos and the Hardys. TJ also having her match. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Serious business going on. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing started. Just going to go real quick through this now that took a long time. Sorry about that, guys. I'll probably, in post, go back and cut out a lot of this lead intro in. But just so you can kind of see what's going on, we're going to get the show started right now. And what is going on, Sentinel? Welcome to the stream, brother. So this is kind of exciting. We're going to have Chris Jericho putting his Universal World title on the line, the biggest title in the land. In our wrestling universe, it will be on the line tonight in Smackdown, not even a pay-per-view event. And he will be putting it on the line against The Rock. And all of this coming to you live from Cedar Rapids. So some other kind of interesting matches, and I'm telling you, it's kind of crazy. We've got Shawn Michaels putting the United States title on the line in this very first opening match. Doing really well. Thank you for asking. We will have 4 rivalry matches tonight. I am really hoping, fingers crossed, every time we have had kind of a misnomer, some kind of glitch in the system. Hopefully that does not happen tonight, but SmackDown U.S. Championship on the line. Kurt Angle, the Giant, Cecil Davis making his SmackDown debut, all against the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. We have some pretty big matches. Lita's going to make her debut tonight. Looking forward to that. We're going to see the SmackDown World Champion in action tonight as well. His title won't be on the line, but he will be in action. And remember, in our last SmackDown, the Women's SmackDown World title changed hands.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match and is for the United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 466 pounds, the Giant.
It's kind of crazy, you know, if the Giant was to win, and he very well could, but if he was to win the United States title, that title belt is going to look tiny on him. Like where it looks normal size on Shawn Michaels, it is going to be muy pequeño, you know what I mean?
And introducing the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 260 pounds, Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle now making his way down to the ring. How fitting would it be for somebody like Kurt Angle to be walking around, Olympic gold medalist walking around with the United States title? And I also thought by today we would probably have a lot more 2K23 news, but we do not. They did release Cody Rhodes' entrance yesterday, his full entrance, and it looks sharp. Hair mechanics in the game.
The challenger representing the Hit Squad from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Weighing in at 226 pounds, the king of old school, Cecil Davis.
It's kind of funny, you know, Cecil Davis and Kempty Watson might be the greatest tag team ever not to hold world tag team titles. They've held the Intercontinental tag team titles when those were a thing in the TSW brand, but possibly the greatest to never actually hold the world titles. You know, when they had the Intercontinental tag team titles, you couldn't get them off their waist. Finally, it took Brute and Walter to do that. But Cecil now getting his shot, and he's had quite a few shots, actually. This isn't like a new thing where all of a sudden he's getting a shot. Hey, what is going on? Fortune Cookie Monster, welcome to the stream.
And introducing the champion, representing D-Generation X, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds. He is the United States Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Mr. WrestleMania himself making his way down to the ring. But again, it's not like Cecil hasn't had good singles runs. One of the best hardcore TSW hardcore champions at the time, now with the Smackdown brand. Is he going to have the same impact in Smackdown? We don't know, but what we do know is that journey starts right now. Also, he is still in the tag team with the Hit Squad. That hasn't changed, but the Hit Squad, probably more than any other true tag team, actually wrestles in a lot of singles matches too. So, when are they going to get their shot at the SmackDown tag team title? Might be a minute if he wins this one. That is a sexy belt, though. So, guys, while these guys are getting ready to tear it up for the United States title, remember, all the stuff you guys do for this channel, highly appreciated. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications. All that stuff is free, but it goes a long way in helping us produce these products. If you don't know what we do here, I turn off the commentators, I write the storylines, I make most of the wrestlers now, not all of them. I do make all of the arenas and all of the title belts. So you're not going to see your standard WWE title belts. You're going to see some different title belts. We mix it in a bowl. I watch it as you see it, and I just commentate. So hit that subscribe button. It's really, really helpful. So right off the bat, we got Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels locking horns, and then the smallest guy and the biggest guy in the ring seems to be the thing that typically happens. Going after it. Whoa! Famouser didn't even know her. Cecil was getting it taken to him by the Giant. Gets him out, and now getting up after Kurt Angle. Matter of fact, everybody was on the ground there except for Cecil for a minute. Shawn Michaels finally makes his way back to his feet. Gets in the ring. Does Cecil see him coming? Does not. Shawn Michaels takes advantage, and there's a reason why Shawn Michaels is the United States Champion. It's going to be interesting to see, too, when does DX and who from DX starts going after that world title? It looks like right now Triple H. It looks like Braun Strowman and Triple H are kind of tied up in it. Giant now goes for the pin. Only gets a 1 count. Kurt Angle throws Shawn Michaels to the outside. Is he going to go for the pin? Does. Referee way out of position. And kicks out, not even with the 1 count. Giant oddly leaving Cecil alone. Cecil's over there trying to gather his thoughts. The three of them guys over there getting it on. Referee now right on top of the action. Giant kind of had him in something. Whoa, Cecil hits the ref and hits Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle starting to get it turned back around. Traffic jam going on in the corner. They have an entire arena, and somehow all four of them stuck in one corner. Giant looks like he's trying to make his way into where Kurt Angle is. Referee sees that going on. He steps into the ring too. Kurt Angle misses the grab. Giant's going to take advantage of this, but no. Reverse back down around while Shawn Michaels trying to put a pin on the Cecil. But you got to watch Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels could end a match that fast. Oh, Cecil. That's right. Cecil also has quite a deadly super kick. Now, you're going to have some of the wrestlers that have some of the other wrestlers' finishing moves. There's a couple wrestlers out there that have a super kick, but Cecil is probably only second to Shawn Michaels' super kick. So something, he could end the match pretty quick, too. There it is. Falls back on him. Shawn down. And kicks out. So that's what I mean. You gotta watch what happens. Now it looks like Cecil going for his. No, Shawn gets it reversed around. Thought he was going for his finishing move that he calls the breach, but instead Shawn puts a swinging neck breaker on Cecil. Kurt Angle getting his finisher locked in, has the Giant's ankle. Is the Giant gonna tap out? The thing that might be saving Cecil right now is the whole fact that Kurt Angle's got that ankle lock locked in. The Giant, though, starting to fight out. Ref turns his attention now to Shawn Michaels, and it was not enough to save Cecil. So Shawn Michaels, the current United States champ, belt is on the line. Just eliminated Cecil Davis. We have some interesting things. We've got some other people that will be making their debut tonight. So plenty of things to start keeping our eyes on. Couple championship belts. You're starting to see that there's not so many championship belts on the line every single night, which is kind of a good thing. And thought Shawn was going to get Kurt Angle as well, but Kurt Angle kicks out in like 2 3/4. Shawn Michaels doing the Shawn Michaels thing right now. Just kind of sitting back. And guys, I told you to share the video. You know what I'm doing right now? Sharing the video. I've shared it one time, but I'm going to share it 2 times. I'm going to do it once, twice, 3 times to share on the video. Little shout out to Lionel Richie there. The Giant doing kind of the smart thing there, hanging back. Letting these two fight it out. Kurt Angle almost gets a 2 3/4 back on Shawn Michaels. And almost gets the champion out. Now Kurt Angle kind of waiting for Shawn. Waits. Shawn sees him coming, but it is not in time and gets whipped into that corner. What is Kurt Angle doing now? Giant goes to get up, play to the crowd. Kurt Angle's like, look, I'm on another level, buddy. Tries to throw him into the ring, but Shawn Michaels already got that real estate taken up. Hey, what is going on? Eagle Star, welcome to the stream, brother. There it is! A super kick that splits open Kurt Angle. That should do it. And Kurt Angle, blood and all, kicks out. And 2, now Shawn taking it up to the top. Why not let it fly? And gets out of the way. Kurt Angle playing a little possum there. The blood loss was not enough. Well, it might be too much. He was just swinging it at nothing. DDT now right down on top of his head. Rolls him up again. And still only a 2 count. That kind of goes to show you exactly how strong Kurt Angle is. A springboard maneuver that you will see Cody Rhodes do quite a bit. And now, look at this. Lock it in a weird version of the figure four, but the Giant fights through it. Shawn now again takes it up to the top. Gonna try it again. And a huge elbow. Is that gonna, no, well, no, there he goes, going for the pin. 1, 2. And Giant kicks out in 2. Like I am telling you, having a one-on-one, whoa, calling for it. Is Kurt Angle going to back off? He does. Here we go. Now that super kick couldn't even get up to the Giant. That's how tall the Giant is. But still, hitting him in the chest with it is good enough to get him out of the match. Just kind of the speed of Shawn Michaels is crazy. Kurt Angle goes to swing, goes to hit him, ducks him, jumps off the ropes, and then hits him again anyway. My dog's on another level. But look at this. Kurt Angle getting it locked in on the ankle, now wrenching on it. Is Shawn going to tap out? Are we going to have a brand new United States champion? DX loses the U.S. title. Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist, brings it home. What a crazy match that is.
And new United States champion, Kurt Angle.
Even has the red blood to go along. The old red, white, and blue, little black and blue. But definitely worth it. He is our brand new United States champion. Now, what I wonder is, what is DX going to do to combat that? And because Shawn Michaels was the U.S. champion, it has shown a spotlight. Maybe he ends up going after the world title. Maybe it won't be Triple H. We will have to see how that all plays out. Now, there's been kind of a lot of back and forth going on between Matt Hardy, not just Matt, but the Hardys and the Usos. Right now, tonight, we're going to have Matt Hardy squaring off against Jimmy. Looks like Jimmy's going to come down to the ring by himself. Nobody's scheduled to come down with him. While Lita will escort Matt down. Hey, what is going on, Giga Rock? Welcome to the stream.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Lita. Representing the Hardy Boys. From Cameron, North Carolina. Weighing in at 236 pounds. Matt Harvey.
So you're going to see the Usos and the Hardys kind of square up nice. Like the Hardys a little bit on the lighter side, but not by much. Still, they're size-wise, they're gonna match up fine. Going to go back and forth between the speed. They're going to go back and forth a little bit between the power. But at the end of the day, when it is all said and done, it's still going to be a tough match. I think it's going to come down to who can outsmart who in the ring. Who makes the fewer mistakes? These two models you can also go download from What's the Status. Just put that in the content creator, What's the Status. You can go find these two models online and download them.
And his opponent, representing the generation from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, one half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso.
So I'll tell you, it's kind of odd to see Jimmy coming down without Jay, but making his way down to the ring by himself. But that does not mean, I am sure, it does not mean that somehow Jay won't play a role in this match. Something that we will have to keep watching. Will Lita play a match? Will Matt play a role? Play a match? That's nice. Will any of the three play a role? You got to think, as much as these two guys, these two tag teams like to win, they're probably not good with leaving everything up to chance. So right now, you can see that, yeah, the Usos, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Whoa! Big right hand right behind the ear of Matt Hardy, though. Matt Hardy gets up probably a lot quicker than Jimmy thought he was going to. And both of these teams will let it fly off the top rope. But yeah, you know these guys aren't just going to leave it to chance. Both of them have a plan. Who can execute that plan? That's what we have to come up with. This is the announcer voice, and if you listen on GC Rock, G talks about it quite a bit, or other people will. The announcer in the GC Rock community. We even have a radio announcer voice. A little less gravel in it, you know. You got to 93 Zoo FM, play today's hottest hit music, right? No gravel. This one's got a little gravel to it, some. I don't even mean to do it, it just happens. So these guys going back and forth. Hardy trying to get up on top, but look at that, playing a little bit of possum with him, even though he's split open. But so far tonight, that has been a good sign. Kurt Angle gets split open, wins the United States Championship. Will Jimmy come out on top now that he's got some blood going? Matt Hardy now fighting through. Jimmy on the ground. Here he goes. Big leg drop off the top. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Jimmy says blood or no blood. You got to come harder than that, buddy. Now, the thing about the Hardys, they're going to have some high-impact moves, but their high-impact moves deal with them coming off the top rope. Doesn't deal with really what they're doing on the ground, so it takes quite a bit more moves. Unlike the Usos can get you quick. A lot of impact in what they're doing. Even though they'll take it off the top rope, their impact comes all over the place. Two. And probably a lot deeper of a 2 count than I thought. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I wonder. Oh, tries to go for the big super kick. Hardy catches the leg. But now playing it up to the crowd. Jimmy does not appreciate that. Rolls him up. DDT. And is that going to do it? Doesn't matter if it's going to do it or not. He is going to keep those rights flying. And now setting up for it. Matt ducks it again. And now has him in kind of a reverse headlock. But Jimmy rolls him out of it. And again, not from the top rope, but is hitting him with multiple leg drops. Now playing it up to the crowd. And maybe a little too much. I wouldn't stop swinging. But it kind of looks like Matt's trying to slow it down just a little bit. And Matt, that might be so he can like regain his own strength. Again, goes for the pin. 1, 2. And now out in 2. So getting it a lot farther than he's had it in the past. And here we go. Hardy cutter. This might do it. Now rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Look at Jeff. He's like, you count it. You got to count that, ref. But Jimmy kicking out of the Hardy cutter, that is unbelievable. But now he's got to watch out because, yeah, he's going to try to take him. Oh, Hardy cutter off the top rope. I don't think he's going to kick out of this one. Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Matt Hardy comes away with the win against Jimmy Uso. But look at this. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy thought he wasn't going to have it. Tried to get Matt again, but Matt knocks him out of the ring. Matt 2. Uso 0. That was actually a really good match. Really back and forth. And right there at the end, Matt Hardy coming through with quite the performance. Now, no titles on the line, but that probably shows the Usos that, yeah, it might be to the point where these guys are earning the SmackDown Tag Team title shot. And we have our Royal Rumble coming up soon. We still have one more SmackDown after this. We have one more Monday Night Madness and one more Raw. But after that is the Royal Rumble event. What is going to happen there? All 3 brands are going to be involved. 10 men and 10 women from each brand will be in the middle of the ring for the first time ever. Across 3 seasons, we'll have our Royal Rumble.
Making her way to the ring, representing Power and Glory from Kansas, TJones.
Yeah, Giga, I can't either. I can't wait to see how that all plays out. Like, what's it mean? Are they going to mend the fences? Are they mending the fences right now? Are they unmendable? I'm not convinced that Jay would even side with Sammy. Like, he saved him, yeah, but or do they side? Who knows? So TJones makes her way down to the ring. Going to be facing off against Carmella. Remember, TJones has the most devastating finishing move ever. However, it is not easy to hit. We haven't even seen her hit it since season 1 until the last SmackDown episode that we had. So, it's called the Golden Hammer.
Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
The Golden Hammer, a DDT off of the top rope, but for some reason in 2K22, that has to be perfect. Has to be the perfect distance to hit it, or she'll miss it. But if she hits it, you ain't getting up. So we have seen a lot go down in the last couple SmackDown episodes between TJones and Bayley. Really thought tonight she might be wrestling Bayley, but maybe this is like a tune-up match for Bayley against Carmella. Bella's wrong. No titles on the line right now. Bayley is actually the women's United States title holder. There's been a lot of speculation that TJones might be getting a shot here soon, but look at Carmella. Carmella's like, hey, don't sell me short on this. Carmella might be trying to prove that she should be the next one to get a United States title shot in the women's division. Right now, firmly in control of this match Getting the hands locked up back behind the chin. Kind of wrenching on TJ. TJ, though, fights out of it. And that'll show you how fast Carmella is. TJ got out of that move, went to grab her, but Carmella started after her and ends up grabbing her first. So it's proven right now TJ does have her hands full. Can Carmella? That's a lot of ground to cover. Is she going to be able to do it? No. She looked at it and said there ain't no way. TJ now trying to get it turned back around. I wouldn't slow down on Carmella. She has proven to be slightly faster, so I'm not going to give her the opportunity to get things turned back around. TJ now heading up to the top. Probably a little early for the Golden Hammer. We've seen this a couple times. Crossbody, grabs the leg. 1, 2. And wow, 2.5 count. Did not see that coming. Hey, what is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream. Okay, this could be it as she attempted the Golden Hammer. No, goes crossbody again. Hits her. Lands kind of awkward, though. And hits her again. Hits her while she's standing. Hits her on the ground. Why not let it fly, I guess? You know what I mean? Now, this has to be an attempt, at least, at the Golden Hammer. And it wasn't. Carmella catches her in the air. Slams her down to the ground now. Pushes the chin down. And only a 1 count. Holy cow. Now, I'm telling you, it doesn't really matter who you are. If you're coming off the top rope like that, I'm probably not jumping up right away. Will this do it? 1, 2. And TJ kicking out in 2. Listen to that crowd chant. They are getting into this match. Carmella, though, can't believe it. Trying to get back to work. Taking it up now to the second rope. Crossbody lands awkwardly. Wait, what is going on here? And we have seen her do this before. And as a matter of fact, TJ is the only one that I've ever seen this move really work on. Even The Undertaker, when he does it, doesn't end up coming out on top. But yeah, the lights go out. Carmella's like, what is going on? Next thing you know, TJ's behind her and actually gets those moves in. So, impressive. Oh, you can't go to the well. Carmella's proven that. TJ has gone with that move to the well one too many times. Gets in a super kick up underneath the chin. 2 and 2.5. She is getting close now. This match is getting close enough to where you could probably taste it. Gets her up, sits her in the seated position, drop kick. Now Carmella goes up. Is she going to try for the big crossbody? And again, I guess if at first you don't succeed, keep getting countered on jumping off the top rope. Crossbody's off the top rope. Carmella, though, grabs her. If she lands this might be it. I don't see how TJ can get up from it. Oh, crazy penny move. You know I like to see it. 2, 3, and we finally got to see it on stream. Crazy penny move. Wins the match. Carmella takes home the victory. Look at TJ. TJ cannot believe it. And look who is coming down. I said Bayley before, but Sasha Banks is the one we have seen TJ getting tangled up with. And here she is again. Neither one backing down. Man, that is setting up some stuff. I said Bayley, and I stuck with Bayley, but really it's Sasha Banks, who these two, they've got some kind of beef. They have got some kind of beef going on, so we'll have to see. Now, earlier, we got to see Lita come down and escort Matt Hardy to the ring, but right now, she will make her Smackdown debut in our wrestling universe. tonight, and she will do it against one of the 4 horsewomen, Judge Julie Justice. Old Triple J right there. So Judge Julie Justice and May Majors are a tag team within the 4 horsewomen. They were the TSW Women's Tag Team Champions, and they were the tag champs for a while. They move over to the TSW brand. One of them actually retires, and Charlotte Flair steps up, just like her dad, steps up now to be the leader of the 4 horsewomen. But this is going to be her debut on SmackDown as well. So 2 people making their debut on SmackDown, not making their debut in wrestling, but making their debut on SmackDown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Jay Jarrett. Representing the 4 horsemen. From Richmond, Virginia, the Judge, Julie Justice.
That's like 5 J's. Jay Jarrett and Judge Julie Justice. Blah, blah, blah. Say that 5 times fast. Crazy. What is going on, Rebecca? Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Tierfield? Welcome to the stream, brother. Glad to have you guys here. Guys, while they're making their way down to the ring.
And representing the Hardy Boys, from Florida, Lita.
Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you do, turn on the bell notifications. All that stuff absolutely free and very, very, very much appreciated. It's a great community to be a part of. You can see we do quite a few different things. I've got The Last of Us already set up. That starts tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, first thing, 6:15 a.m. Eastern. We will get that kicked off. But right now, we have got our wrestling universe going on with the SmackDown brand tonight. So Lita making her debut into our universe. You can download her model. If you go on, download, look up what's the status. He has got a WWE, WWF series where he has created a bunch of wrestlers, the movesets, the entrances, done the whole 9 yards. He's the one, the reason why the Hardys look the way they do. Lita looks the way she does. Quite a few, the Giant. So check that out. 2. Oh, that was pretty quick. Now, we have often wondered what would happen if we just let the judge go on some one-on-one competition. And now, wrestling against Lita, like, very, very tough opponent. We are seeing what would happen. Lita now fighting her way through it. Hey, what is going on, Paul, brother? Welcome to the stream. Lita with a big leg drop onto the judge, getting her back up to her feet. Lita, remember, a lot like the Hardys, doesn't have, like, her high impact moves happen because of her coming off the rope. Whereas Julie Justice, the reason her impact, she's just strong. She can generate the power of any one of her moves at anywhere in the ring. Now, thought that old Triple J there might have a little bit of rust, but so far showing that she is still in top form. It has been a minute since we have seen her in action, and it's been a long time since we've seen her in singles action. She started out couple matches, singles action. Well, not even one-on-one. It was really 6 to 8 different competitors. Now, though, getting her shot one-on-one. You got to know, if she does well here, we will probably see a lot more of her in singles action. But that's not to say we won't see the 4 horsewomen going after the SmackDown tag team titles. Oh, there it is. Lita hits her with the Hardy Cutter. Is that going to do it? 2 and 2.5. 2.5. Lita going up top. Is she going to go for the old Swanton Bomb? Nope. Lita assault about happened, but the judge gets her knees up in time, tries to get the match turned back around, and this might do it if she lands it. That is her finishing move. Rolls the leg, 1, 2, and Lita kicks out in 2. Now this match is reaching a conclusion soon. Both of them hitting at least one finisher, but Lita has hit her twice. And the judge is still kicked out, but how much more of that does she really have in her? See, Paul knows. Paul took advantage of the great savings and hit the subscribe button. There it is, and that's another one of those things I'm talking about. Picks up the leg, slam, generates it. Yeah, you knew, I almost felt it in my bones, even though that is Lita. After hitting a couple of those power moves back to back.
The judge, Julie Justice.
But if she could be that dominant, if Judge Julie Justice can be that dominant against a wrestler of Lita's caliber, watch out, Angela Star. Angela, the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion, won the title last week against Charlotte Flair. So maybe the judge will be the one going back up after that title, or maybe she'll go after Bayley for the United States Championship. Who knows? Now, here's one of our unique, we have 3 very unique men's titles that we call the Triple Crown something title, right? This is the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship. This title is almost like your Cruiserweight title, except this can be wrestled for on all 3 brands at any time against anybody. So, we've seen the Triple Crown Hardcore Championship, the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship tonight, and our current champion, Rob Van Dam, will put it on the line tonight against a member of the Horsemen who is now making his way down to the ring. His wife, last SmackDown, won the world title in the women's division.
The contest is a triple threat Extreme Rules match and is for the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the 4 Horsemen from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Eagle.
The Eagle Star trying to collect the bounty tonight and bring home a championship to the 4 Horsemen. Got to impress the new boss, you know what I mean? Ric Flair, new leader of the Horsemen. Will they add a title tonight?
And introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 222 pounds, Edward Cardozo.
Ed Cardozo, making his way down to the ring, was a new wrestler in TSW, got to wrestle in a few matches, and now finds himself on the SmackDown brand and going after his first title, the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship. Will he be able to bring it home, kind of springboard his career? I mean, that's a quick way to get started. You win a Triple Crown title, you can appear on any show. Even though you're assigned to the SmackDown brand, you can appear on Raw, you can appear on Meltdown. Nice. It would blow your mind if I told you who his face scan was. I don't want to tell you. Like, I don't mind telling most of them, but that one I don't want to tell you.
From Battle Creek,
if you guess it, I'll tell you.
Weighing in at 235 pounds, He is the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam.
So the way to tell any Triple Crown match or any Triple Crown title is if you look at the strap, you can see all three, black, blue, red, all three straps, colors in the one strap. That's how you know it's a Triple Crown title. The old Winged Eagle. Winged Eagle is our light heavyweight championship. It's a beautiful belt. We had to get it in there somehow. My day was very good. Very good. And what's funny, I really wanted to get this thing going today. So I get home, we get it started. Forgot one of the big matches I really wanted to put on here. And now I can't even tell you about it because I just rather somebody see it than me explain what it could have been. But we'll see it on the next episode, the TSW Monday Night Meltdown. We'll see it on that one. That's the really neat thing that I'm kind of enjoying because there is 4 rivalry matches. Oh, look at that big slam there. Even Rob Van Dam had to back up. But because there's 4 rivalry matches and typically 9 matches in our episodes, right? Our normal episodes, pay-per-views have more. But I don't set those 4 matches, so whatever they are, they are. Then I've got to kind of switch things around. So that's why I ended up forgetting this, because a couple of the matches just I didn't see happening. But that's how you get some really unique cutscenes. So we're letting the rivalry matches go. Look at Ed letting it fly. Eagle, though, steps back, says, hey, get over here. Whips him into the back of Rob Van Dam now, picks him up. Rob Van Dam saying, come on. Eagle says, all right, here I am. Tell you another funny thing from the stream this morning. Pony took a screenshot on his phone. Oh! Crazy pin by Eagle. You guys know, I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter to me who it is. Whoever, I want to see crazy pins win all the time. Ooh, Ed breaking it up. This might be, I believe this is a true triple threat match. One pin, one tap out will win it. And apparently also little hardcore action going on here too. Eagle sees it coming though. Stops Ed from hitting him with the chair. Rob Van Dam still on the ground. And Eagle now gets to work on Ed. Ed brings the chair in. It is going to be interesting to see who it gets used against. Rob Van Dam, he jumps out. He says, hey, let's not just have one chair in this party. Let's bring out a ladder. Things just got real. Everybody wants to hit Eagle with something. So far, Eagle has stopped him every time until right now gets slammed down on that chair. And Ed then slams himself down on the chair. But Eagle trying to get back up to his feet. Then turns around, slams Ed on the chair. And back and forth, both of them letting the hands go. Eagle, though, finally is the one who comes out on top. I am wondering, though, we've had Rob Van Dam go get the ladder. We've had Ed go get the chair. Who's going to use what on who? I don't know. Ed had him in an armbar. Rob didn't stop him, but before Ed did kick out. So I thought this was a triple threat. It might be a triple threat elimination. What a crazy set of events. And if it is only one, that is how you win it right there. Rob Van Dam, now going and getting a table. You can tell Rob Van Dam, old ECW guy, getting the ladders, getting the tables. Ed's got the chairs. This right now is just turned into a TLC match. This without the reason for winning. So Ed finally goes back, gets his chair. Eagle hits him in the face. Ed then drops the chair. Rob grabs onto him, throws him into the thing. No, oh, owie. But nobody has been able to use a weapon up to this point on anybody else. RVD hits Eagle with that. Misses. Ed goes for the pin. And this is a true triple threat match, or Eagle wouldn't have stopped him. We've seen 2 stops so far. So, one pin is going to win this one way or the other. How was your day, Rebecca? How was everything with you today? And if you went to work, how many biscuits did you make? It's got to be my favorite job that anybody does. You don't even know how much I love biscuits. Look at that, Eagle sliding in. Little electric slide right down to the groin and face area of Ed. Give him a little pop, pop. RVD grabs the chair. Does Eagle see this? So, the one thing that I do hope happens, we just watch RVD set up the chair. We'll watch people, they set up the announce table, and it never gets used. I hope beyond hope, if they fixed one logic thing that the computer does, it would be, if they do that, use it. Oh, that is Ed's finishing move. RVD is down. Can Eagle kick out? 1, 2. And kicks out in 2. Ed goes to hit him again. Eagle rolls out of the way. Kicks the ladder out. Table is set up. And again, it would be a total mishap right now if somebody actually threw somebody through that table, which is my point. It's set up. It should be used. Like, he should have picked him up and then backed down straight through the table. The table's set up, use it. RVD, use the table. Set him on the table. You're right there. So that's the logic thing of all logic things that I hope gets fixed. There's 2 things. That's the big one. That's one of the big ones. There's 2 big ones. The other one would be a tag team partner interfering with what you're doing. Like, let your partner do the thing, right? Don't interfere with them. They should know it's a tag team partner. Like, I'll give you, for instance, if Ed and Eagle were tag team partners right now, they should both be fighting RVD until RVD's out of the match before they fight each other, because they're tag team partners. Just logical thing. They shouldn't get in each other's way if they're tag team partners, or if they're in the same faction. That would be the 2 things I would wish got fixed. Yeah, and I've heard that that's going to be fixed there. But see, now instead of powerbombing RVD to the outside, should have powerbombed him through the table. Now in a table match, they'll use the table. Table out of chairs, they'll use it, right? But this is just a normal match. A hardcore match, but it's just a normal match at the end of the day. RVD now making his way back into the ring. Ed on the outside. Now getting up to his feet. RVD goes and grabs the chair to use it. Misses it. And almost knocks RVD through that table. Now splits RVD open. Ed on the outside. Eagle laying the boot. You can see the blood now. We have had a lot of people cut open today. Did just powerbomb him like a power bomb, and Eagle's head did knock off the side of the chair. Big super kick now goes up to the top. Is he no, Eagle, look at that. Eagle's rolling to the outside. And now all the guys are like, hey, let me think about what we did here. Let me just stop and think about this for 1 second. Now, regardless of what has been going on, this has been taking quite the toll on all three of these guys. Yeah, I am too. I am very excited about that. Very excited about the storyline. We're going to be able to tell a lot more stories. Now, I have a funny feeling. Eagle grabs Totes' bat. And what has been happening is we have been getting things that have been happening, but it's always been in other matches. This is a non-rivalry match. So all we're going to do, we're going to go to controller assignment. This will typically fix it. He's the farthest away. That's fine. And right here, we are now going to go back to controller assignment, and that should fix the match. That is quite a weird little maneuver there, but okay, match back to these guys doing their thing. Right there. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to put him through the table for the first time ever. Have I ever seen the computer actually use whatever? Because look, no hands bomb. Eagle now big smashes them down on those broken pieces of table right there, and throws him down on some table. Is he gonna get the bat? And now RVD's like, hey, I know how to use this stuff. Using the bat on Eagle. Ed's still down. RVD really going after and trying to retain his title. Ed trying to get back to his feet. I am shocked. Eagle Star is still functioning. Now goes for the pin, but way too late. Now kicks Ed. Tries to stop him again. Stays on top of it. Eagle probably going for that bat now. I would have just about no doubts of that. Rob Van Dam now getting slammed down on top of that thing, and that. Whoa, there it is on the table fragments. Ed's finishing move, 1, 2, and RVD kicks out in 2. Can you believe that? Eagle now back in. I am shocked RVD was able to kick out. Look at that crowd getting into it. Mr. Monday Night chanting Rob Van Dam. Where's RVD going? Ed now just got split open by Eagle Star. Eagle taking it up to the top. Does Ed see this? Does, but doesn't matter. And RVD's like, hey, look, I smashed Eagle through the table one time. Let me get this table again. That's interesting. Will somebody use that table again? Don't know, but there's the old heel kick. Back suplex. RVD going up to the top. Is this going to be the frog splash? And it is. 5-star frog splash. 1, 2. If you gave me $10 and said, look, you got $10 to bet all night, I would have bet all $10 that he would have won that match right there. Ed now breaks it up, but that is 2 frog splashes, 2 Eagle, plus Ed has thrown a finishing move on him as well. And then remember, Rob Van Dam laid the baseball bat like 40 times to Eagle. Eagle, though, still somehow alive. It's the power of the Horseman right there. There it is. Finishing move done again to Eagle. 1, 2, 3. And 5th time's the charm, apparently. But we do have a brand new light heavyweight champion.
Here's your winner and new Triple Crown light heavyweight champion, Edward Cardozo.
You can tell this belt is going to be a highly contested belt. You start looking at some of our lightweight champions or our lightweight competitors. It is like a who's who of wrestling. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, though. There's no shame in that loss. Holy cow. 5 finishing moves put on Eagle to finally get him to kick out. I'm telling you what I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want to face Eagle one-on-one. Not right now. Not with any titles on the line. I don't care what title it is. I don't care who it is. 5 finishing moves? Yeah, out of your mind. It's crazy. You hit me with one of those, I'm tap out. I'm gonna be like, hey, Toast, like they're trying to pin you. And I'll be like, no, I'm just tapping. I'm just tapping right here. 5 finishing moves. That is unbelievable. Yeah, finally, somebody went through a table. It was Eagle, but like somebody went through a table. The computer finally used the table despite everything I was saying. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. That's right. It's me. It's me, the D-O-double-G.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 508 pounds, the New Age Outlaws.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you your soon-to-be tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Outlaw Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for ya. Come on, you guys got to get excited about these folks. One of the longest entrances of all time. Apparently a lot of Road Dogg going on there. But you look at this. You got the New Age Outlaws versus the Steiner brothers. Oh, man. Dream match right there, right? Hey, I'm going to tell you what, in the next couple days, too, I'll tell you guys something.
Of 537 pounds, the Steiner brothers.
Next couple days, there's a guy that's going to show me how to do a couple things on my phone to make some shorts. We're going to start seeing a lot more shorts of some of these moments, like people going through tables. Maybe some funny sayings, maybe some crazy things where they kicked out a couple times, you know what I mean? So I'm telling you what, though, I wouldn't want to be the first guy in the ring against a very fresh Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear him. I would not want to do that. And really, when you look at how they would match up anyway, just as the teams go, I would want Billy Gunn facing off against Scott Steiner. Road Dogg facing off against Rick. Like, just even the You watching the styles of wrestling. That's how I'd want it to go. If I could. Big crossbody off the rope. Rick, though, handling Billy Gunn on the outside. Rick then jumps into the ring and back out, but that was just enough to distract the Road Dogg and get Scott up off the mat and back in control of this match. Scott Steiner now walking the Road Dogg over to the corner. And, you know, putting a little choke move on him. All fair in love and war. Nice. Scott Steiner now puts him up over his knee and starts using his knee as leverage. Really kind of wrenching on the back right there. And if you know, oh, here we go. Little shake and shimmy. But Steiner does that, puts a lot of pressure on the back because the Steiner recliner is the finishing move he tries to win the matches with. So just trying to set up his, you know, the recliner, let you sit back. What is going on, Gaming? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey, appreciate the sub, man. Love it. Love it. And we love to have you in the community. Fun bunch of people. Now, oddly, both guys both get out. Billy gets tagged in. Rick gets tagged in. And this is exactly opposite if I was either one of these teams of how I'd won it. But earlier on, before they were tagged in, Rick Steiner was getting the best of Billy. And Billy now is like, nope, not having it. Now that we're the legal men, let me show you how this armbar works. Rick trying to fight through it. Scott getting back to his feet. And there we go. Rick gets through it. Now, just a little bit of wrestling history. The Steiners actually collegiate wrestlers at the Great Wrestling School of Michigan. So they've got the technical background, but then you look at the sheer size. They got the brawling background now too. You don't get the moniker Dog-Faced Gremlin because you're super nice at wrestling inside the ring. Billy now fighting through it, and ever since they've become the legal men, Rick has kind of struggled a little bit at controlling the match, but now a little bit more back and forth. But he was dominating when they were on the outside of the ring. I don't know if I was him. Maybe I take it to the outside of the ring. Billy Gunn gets thrown into the corner, then split open. Rick taking Billy Gunn to the top rope. Is he going to be able to get this in? Does. Big time suplex. You can tell the impact of that. Hurts both wrestlers. And Billy Gunn trying to get Road Dogg tagged in, but Rick gets over there in time. Stops that from happening. And headbutt right to the old solar plexus. Now, this is the matchup that, like, even if I was a Steiners, this is the matchup that I'd want to go against. You can see now the blood starting to really go down the side of Billy's face. Billy, though, gets back to his feet, hits him, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, not even a 2 count on Scott. Scott having a little bit of time to relax, kind of get his strength back up, kicks out only in a 1 count. Now Billy gets him in, and if it was me, and I'm not saying it is, but if it was, I'd be going for some double team moves, but a big swinging DDT, top rope assisted. And that was one of the things, like, you look at the size of Billy Gunn, but he can get up. When he's doing his drop kicks, he gets up. It's a lot of height on those drop kicks. So for his size, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, no, very true. Very true. And that's why I really wanted them to come back also. So one of the very first Universal Tag Team title holders in our universe, the Steiner brothers. And you know they're going to be going after those titles again. Probably sooner than later. But right now, the Universal titles are actually held by Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray. Steiner now gets him to the top. Now watch this move. One of the more crazy moves you will ever see, and Scott Steiner used to do it. Steiner now gets back to his feet, beating his chest. Road Dogg trying to get Mr. Ass tagged back in, gets him tagged in. Thought Scott, but wow. Hey, your shoes are right back down over there. I know you just came out of them. And that is why I think you'll see the Steiner brothers, because of what Rowdy's talking about. I think you'll see the Steiner brothers come out in this one. Oh, Famouser, didn't even know her. But I think you'll see the Steiner brothers come out in a DLC. I can almost guarantee that in the upcoming game. 1, 2, 3. And that is a huge mistake on Scott's part. Scott not coming in to break it up, and he was sitting on the side.
Are your winners, Badass Billy Dunn and Road Dogg, the New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws from DX coming away with the win there. You got to believe in the back, Rick is like, hey, where were you at? Why didn't you help us out here? So I bring this up from time to time. Every now and again, there's a match that gets set up in Rivalry where I'm like, I don't think that's how this is going. And this is one of those matches. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But Braun Strowman, Kempty Watson set to get after it. However, Triple H has been poking the bear. So will that happen tonight? Yeah, it's going to happen right now. Triple H coming up behind Braun Strowman. Kempty waiting for him in the ring. And I will tell you what, monster among men, Kempty will probably take all the help he can get. Referee gets out of the ring, gets Triple H back out of the match. Braun Strowman getting to his feet. Referee asks him, is he okay? Is he okay? Everybody's okay. Ring that bell. And now, getting after it. I bet you Kempty's wish that went on for a little bit longer, though. Maybe a little bit more help. I know I would. I think as long as Triple H, and we know how this is going to go, but I think if Triple H was in charge of creative and stayed in charge of creative, they wouldn't. And he's proven that. Now that Triple H is running main rosters, just like he did in NXT, proof is in the pudding. It's the thing that I'm the most... I have started watching wrestling again once he took over creative. But if he goes, I'll stop. Not a big deal. But I love wrestling. This won't ever stop. Our universe will run creative. Oh, Frankie Two Fingers will be running creative here. And we will keep bringing good storylines. Developing brand new wrestlers. I love doing it. Yeah, that might be what's going on here too. Like, who knows? We will have to keep an eye on that. With the mess up there, like the Steiners, you know, they don't put up with mistakes. So, something to definitely keep an eye on. But Kempty Watson giving up a lot. Not just bulk, but a lot of size. Braun Strowman getting on the second rope. Don't know if Kempty sees him coming. He does, ducks it. Hits him with a fist right in the thing, but makes a mistake. Starts trying to get the crowd into it when he has got to stay on top of Braun Strowman. He's got to use the entire... and just out stamina. Like, wear him out. Make him tired and then keep going. Oh, yeah, that is absolutely true. He's better at developing talent. Like those storylines that he uses to develop the talent. If you look at the NXT guys, that's why Adam Cole. Yeah, Adam Cole. Anyway, but it's why rolls the leg, 1, 2. Whoa, 2.5. That is a lot farther along than I thought. But it's why, like, a lot of these guys that ended up going over, the younger guys that ended up going over to AEW were who they were. And they've almost proven, oh, there it is. 1, 2. That was Kempty's finishing move. Thought that was going to do it, but Braun kicks out again. Kempty now taking it to the top rope. 360. Is he going to roll the leg? No, can't. Can't roll the leg, not right there. And he just keeps laying the boots to him. Off the top rope, off the second rope, it doesn't matter. Laying the boots, now laying some knees. And this is exactly what he's going to have to do to win this match against the Monster Among Men. Can you imagine if Kempty can win this match in his Smackdown debut? Here he goes again. Rolls up the legs. 1, 2, 3. Now that has got to be a case for Kempty Watson, maybe to get his SmackDown World Title shot. Now, fellow Hit Squad member Cecil Davis not having the best debut, but this is a huge win for Kempty. Holy Moses. Yeah, you know, I think what ends up happening is Vince ends up having like almost the Al Davis syndrome. You look at the Raiders at the beginning, had the best record in the NFL from 1960 all the way through like late 90s, like 2002, when they go to the Super Bowl. They don't have a losing record. They had some 8-8 seasons, but don't have a losing record. Al Davis doing all the crazy things that he did, but they worked. After that, Al Davis, just like Vince McMahon, starts trying to do the same crap that he was doing before, but the game evolved. The viewers evolved in wrestling, and he kept doing the same thing, and the viewers weren't having it. Triple H, like you say, student of the game, knows what's going on, fully understands, keeps his finger on the pulse of the business. And I say this to people in every industry. And I use myself as an example. If I ever know everything, if I ever just, like, all of a sudden I know everything and I'm the best at the business, I'm the best at whatever it is I do, I got to quit because I'm just too stupid to understand. Like, when I got to be the best, the business kept going, but I stopped. And then I just started believing I was the best. You got to keep learning. You got to keep growing because your profession, the business, wrestling, all of it, it doesn't stop growing for you. It's still moving. What is going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Bobbi, the Technician, Hart.
Bobbi Hart, daughter of Bret in our wrestling universe, also tags with another Triple H, Holly H. Hart. But tonight, one-on-one action. Now, she is the one that her and Bayley have been going after it back and forth. And Bayley, current United States champion, but tonight she will not be facing Bayley. But something to look forward to, like possibly in a pay-per-view event coming up, or maybe even as soon as the next SmackDown.
From Shawn, New Jersey, Sonya DeVille.
But tonight, she will be facing Sonya DeVille. Will Sonya be able to hold up to a Hart. You know what I mean? Like, all the Harts, very technical wrestlers. Some of the best in the business, even if they went through. One of the things that I always thought would happen was Stu Hart had his school. I always thought Brett would eventually take over the school and then start producing the wrestlers, right? Let the Hart Foundation live on, even if it is through other wrestlers. Let it live on. Let those wrestlers go through Bret Hart's school, Stu Hart's old school. Well, it's like say her name and she shall appear. Bayley now making her way down to the ring. She's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you guys wrestle, you do your thing. I'm just apparently down here to watch. Yeah, she says that she's just going to have a seat right over here. Nothing, no big deal, nothing going downtown. And if you think about it, it doesn't behoove Bayley to interfere in this match anyway, because if she does, that's like an automatic victory for Bobbi. So, Sonya Deville, Bobbi Hart starting their match, but something that we probably want to keep an eye on regardless is Bayley sitting over in the corner. Sonya starting to get to her feet. Bobbi, what is she doing? She is looking. It's going to take it off, and then right through that second and third rope, missiled right down on Sonya Deville. Don't think Sonya really thought that was going to happen. Typically, technician wrestlers do not try to take it through those ropes. Not like that. Sonya gets back in the ring. Maintains the advantage, letting the hands and the feet go. And there she is. Look at that. Bayley, referee says, hey, you knock that off or we'll ding, ding, ding this bell. But the damage already done. Bobbi on the ground. Sonya getting the advantage there. I'm a little bit shocked because contact was made that the ref didn't even call the match, but the ref letting it continue. And Bobbi getting back in control right here. Now you can tell there's definitely a Bret Hart influence on Bobbi's style of wrestling. Sonya kicks out in one. I am a little bit shocked. Sonya recovered as fast as she did, but Bobbi's still right back up on top of her. And this is the thing. If I was Bayley, I would be very nervous about. You see the pace that Bobbi wrestles at. Would Bayley be able to keep up with the pace like that? That is going to be the question. Guys, the very next match we have is the Universal World title defense. Chris Jericho will be putting this title on the line against The Rock. Rock kind of making his Smackdown debut again. We haven't seen him not in our universe, but The Rock very familiar with the Smackdown arena. Seeing how it was kind of named after his own catchphrase. Laying the Smackdown. But Chris Jericho, current Universal World Champion, will put that title on the line tonight. Kind of a big deal to see it on a brand show and not only in a pay-per-view. Huge forearm. I mean, that would be the great equalizer. And if I was Sonya Deville, that's where I would want this match right now. As long as I can maintain some control with it. But I would be using the outside of this match and that harder floor to kind of equalize things out. So far, Bobbi has been in a lot of control, but Sonya now getting things turned around. Now, Bayley, I don't see her at ringside anymore. So maybe that's what the ref did. Maybe the ref banished her from ringside and then allowed the match to keep on going. Look at those two. They're like, I got to get out of the way. I don't want any part of this. Sonya, and that is what we're talking about right there. Moves like that is what I would be doing. Now, you hear the ref counting, so they can't win from the outside, but no titles are on the line right now. However, I think it still goes a long way for both of the wrestlers, especially in the United States title division. Who gets their shot? Who gets the next shot at Bayley? Right now, I mean, I would have said easily Bobbi Hart, but Sonya is starting to make her case to get a shot at the title as well. Little jawbreaker right there, little sit-down jawbreaker. Top rope assisted. Is Bobbi going to be able to kind of survive this offensive outbreak of Sonya DeVille? Looks like she might be getting it turned back around, but look, as soon as we say that, turn right back one more time. I know, right? And right now, with the way things have been going, like at first I'd have been like, yeah, Sonya wins by a count out, does whatever, right? Oh, gets that locked in. Is Bobbi going to tap out? You can hear trying to fight through that right now. Referee right on top of it. Bobbi, though, fights through it. Tries to punch Sonya, misses, now hits her. Neck breaker, and is that going to set up? Might just set up the sharpshooter, which is Bobbi's finishing move. Now she went to get it locked in, lets up, goes now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Bobbi Hart comes away the winner. Wonder why she let off the sharpshooter. She must have known something.
Here is your winner, Bobbi, the Technician, Hart.
But still a really hard-fought match. Thought Bayley might be trying to sneak back in, but doesn't look like she's doing it. So that is going to set up now the main event of the evening, the thing that everybody paid admission for. The Rock versus Chris Jericho for the Universal World Championship. Have you seen The Rock's new tattoo? Like, it's no longer the little bull on his arm. It's actually quite a bit different now. What is going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Universal Championship.
I do smell what The Rock is cooking. This place is going crazy right now. Listen to that crowd. Rock making his way down to the ring, getting his very first shot. I ask this question all the time. If you were going to have a brand new stable, a brand new set of 4 horsemen, not the old ones, not like Ric Flair and, a brand new set. Ric Flair would come out and pass the torch to a brand new leader. In today's current roster, who would be the new Four Horsemen? Who would you guys have? No right or wrong answers. I always love hearing it. Takes a special set of people cut from a certain cloth to be a horseman. Who in today's business has that kind of moxie? You know, one of my favorite theme songs is Chris Jericho when it's the countdown, The Walls of Jericho. Like one of my favorite entrance / theme songs. Now look at this belt. I always like Big Goldie, right? I like it even more set up like this. Give it a little bit of color, a little bit of silver. Not too much. Never want to give it too much. But Chris Jericho, and it's not like Chris Jericho did an oopsie to win the championship. Chris Jericho beat Goldberg and then defended that title again against Goldberg, Totes, Sting. Like, he has beat some big names to defend the title. But now, mano y mano, uno y uno, one-on-one against the Great One, The Rock. This is going to be a really, really good match.
Introducing the challenger from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
That's a big boy.
And introducing the champion from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 252 pounds. He is the Universal Champion, Chris Jericho.
Like I said, Chris Jericho beat a lot of big name guys, defying all odds to not just win the Universal title, but actually defend the title. So here we go. Probably, I would say this has got to be his biggest test to date. Referee letting everybody see the title. Sexy title. Now ring that bell. So starting off really quick, Rock getting after Chris. And Chris is going to have to use just about every trick in the book. Now, I would imagine that with Rock being a little bit bigger, moves a little bit slower, and Jericho is going to have to use that, or at least try to use that to his advantage. However, on the flip side of that, probably a lot more powerful. So, moves are going to have a higher impact, but they're probably going to be delivered a little bit slower. And Jericho, it's not like this is his first rodeo, but probably going to need just about every trick he's got in the book. Catches a leg, corkscrew takedown on the knee, but shouldn't be doing that. Got a little bit distracted by the crowd there, and there's The Rock again, delivering the second DDT of the match. But Jericho recovering pretty quick. Guys, main event of the night, Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications. We just had a brand new sub, really appreciate that. But sub to the channel, it's all free and it's very much appreciated. Main event of the evening, Universal World Title on the line. Current champion Chris Jericho defending against The Rock. Now, The Rock got off to a quick start at the beginning of this. Really appreciate that, Terrible. Really appreciate it. Now, The Rock got off to kind of a fast start, but Jericho now getting things turned around and showing you why he is the current Universal Champion. Oh, went to do the old back. Here we go again. Another DDT, and those DDTs are going to start taking their toll on Jericho. One, and only a one count. Jericho out in one. That's the one thing Jericho's kind of good at, doing a little bit of possum. But no possums going on. Oh, maybe a little bit of possums going on there. Picks him up and, right down on the forehead there, and now delivering the rights. Rolls up the leg, one, and still only a one count. Now, Jericho probably didn't exactly expect the 3 count to happen right there, but is probably a little bit shocked at least that it wasn't a 2 count. And The Rock out again in 2. And right now, I would say the one probably controlling the pacing the best is Jericho. I think The Rock got a little bit excited, got off to a fast start, but now Jericho kind of slowing the pace down just a little bit and using those steel stairs to his advantage. That's the next thing that's going to be really good in 2K23. Remember, this is a false count anywhere match. 1, 2, and still with a 2 count. This is kind of where, if I was going to be wrestling The Rock, where I'd also want to be. As long as I was the one controlling the stuff, I would want to use that little bit higher damage. But you don't want to be on the other end of it. You don't want to be on that end of it. Probably much prefer, because that is really thin padding on the outside of that. Rock now kind of setting in the sharpshooter, and Bret Hart style. You can see him where he's pushing down on that knee, but Jericho fights through. Remember, Jericho too has the walls of Jericho, a similar type of a move, except more like an inverted Boston crab. Rock now rolls the leg. 1, 2. And so back and forth with the 2 counts. Oh, there it is. Rock bottom. This might do it. 1, 2. And Jericho kicks out into The Rock. I can't believe it. You got, yeah, we're not worthy. Listen to the crowd. Rock bottom on the outside of the ring, super thin pads on concrete, and Jericho manages to kick out of the rock bottom. And the match goes on. Jericho now spins him around, taking it to the front. Are they going to go down? Now there isn't even a pad where they're at now. 1, and only a 1 count. The Rock, oh, big slam, but there was a little bit of the pad, but you can see how thin that pad is. Letting Jericho know this is his house. Gets him in a submission. A lot of pressure on the lower back right there. And these guys have been on the outside of the ring for quite some time. I say that, and The Rock's like, okay, whatever. Whatever, Frankie Two Fingers, we will bring it back into the ring. Rock now, oh, never mind. Rock picks him up just to take him back outside. And now looks like he's going for the pin right in front of the announce table. 1, 2. And again, only a 2 count. Chris Jericho now trying to get to his feet. Rock says, let me give you a hand with that. And throws him back into the ring. Jericho now does get to his feet. Oh, but doesn't matter. Rock helps him right back down. Rolls the leg, 1, 2, and almost a brand new Universal Champion, but Jericho kicks out in 2 99/100ths. Rock going after him again. Jericho now trying to get things turned back around. Delivers a big forearm, rolls the leg, 1. Only a 1 count. You got to believe that Jericho right now just needs to go all offense and not hold back. Don't play up to the crowd. Don't play up to anything. Needs a lot of high-impact moves. Stop going for the pin. But maybe The Rock knocked him silly. Oh, here we go. Walls of Jericho. Talked about it earlier. Now wrenching on the back of The Rock. Is The Rock going to tap? Pulling harder and harder. Rock trying to fight through it. Jericho wisely lets him up, but now goes for a pin. Referee right there. 2 and 2.5. How fast the tables have turned. Jericho gets him back up again. Now takes him, throws him on the outside of the ring. And trying it again, puts him for the second time in the walls of Jericho. This might do it. Is he going to tap out? He does, and Chris Jericho retains the Universal Championship.
Here is your winner, and still Universal Champion, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho retains the Universal Heavyweight Championship against The Rock. What a great match. Survives the onslaught of The Rock to retain the title. Guys, that is going to do it for us here at TSW Wrestling. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. If you like this content, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. This isn't the only thing we do, but we do really love doing this. And we will catch all of you tomorrow morning, 6:15 Eastern, for a brand new, I've never played The Last of Us, but I'm going to play it tomorrow, brand new. Just made for the upgraded PS5 graphics tomorrow. Peace.